Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another stream. I am mildly surprised at myself and impressed with myself that I'm actually doing this daily. I didn't think I would. I didn't think I'd be here daily. But I'm here at the same time now every day. That's crazy. Saturdays I'll pretty much probably never be here. Because Saturday is my video recording day and stuff. But otherwise, 6 days a week so far, I'm here. Just impressive for me. So last time, by last time I mean yesterday, we got this this charge working. He's now charging at me properly, and when I'm in melee range, he's gonna melee me. But when I'm in a range, he's gonna ram me. And it's all working the way we want. We just need to adjust his AI. Wait, is that animation playing? Okay, yeah, his little running animation is playing. Right. All is good. And now he's stuck because he's outside the... Oh, he can still charge outside the navigation volume. Oh, that's funny, because he doesn't need to move. He can still attack, because he can still find me. Okay. So we still need to make some adjustments to this system. Like, I want to do a % chance of just doing this attack. Do it, obviously, when it's at a distance, but % chance when it's close up. And I want to integrate basically just a % chance to do something into our AI, because I want to be able to say, okay, you're far away. Let's say 50% chance to ram you, 50% chance to walk over. Maybe he just wants to get closer for melee, you know, and then we can control that for different enemies. So we want to do that, and we want to set up a more animations. And besides that, there's something else I wanted to do with this. Oh, I also want to control the distance. We want to control the distance, and we want to control the speed and set up all of that. So the way I see it is we're going to start by doing a couple more animations in Blender today, and then we're going to go to the blueprint side, like before. That seems like a good way of doing it. And I think we have like a few left. in terms of animation still to do on this guy. So we did jump fall. So we need the reactions and the walk backwards. So I think we can do I can do all three of them today, and then we're done with the all the animations of the spider, and then we do all the blueprints, fun stuff. So let's do that. Hey, Live Juice TV, welcome in. It's going well. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well today. So we're gonna get this guy all Spidey. What's your animation actually like? Oh, this is a long animation. Okay, so if that case, every third frame probably, it's going to be a long, slow animation. Okay. So what I actually want to do is... Oh, nice. That's a good thing to do. Networking is always good. I like this, but I think this part is just way too long. But I like this, and I like this. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna render it out, and then I'm gonna delete some frames in between. So I'm gonna do every third frame, and then I'm gonna see how it looks, and then I'm just gonna delete some frames, and then we're just gonna do that for all of them. So I can have it longer if I want to, but I'll probably make it shorter. Yeah. So let's see. This guy should be still set up. Yep. There's our little render sprite. And let's go ahead and just save this guy. This is the stunned one. So reactions, reaction, or this is gonna be this is just gonna be our hit. This is how we name the other stuff. I'm gonna call it hit. And we need to save this out. Get my... It's gonna go into our... It's gonna go to reactions, and... you know what? I'm actually gonna make 2 folders in here. I'm going to do a... hit stunt and a hit heavy. Heavy Rex is gonna go in here. These guys I'm gonna go into the stunt. And instead of reactions, reactions is fine actually. So that way I can go ahead and just double check that this saves in the right location. Stunt, yeah, we're just gonna write this one. And we're gonna replace and so it is going to go into Great Spider reactions hit underscore stun. Reaction. Oh, there it goes. Reactions hit underscore stunt. There we go. UEF. Oh, is that the that's the Unreal editor, right? That's the Unreal version of the Unreal version. That's the Fortnite like editor version of Unreal, the one that's like limited to just Fortnite. But yeah, it's not something I'm interested in, sorry. Hey Donald, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. There's our item sequence now rendering out. You got 3 of these to do. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. It's been today has been a crazy day yesterday. But in a good way, I guess. In a good way, I guess. But I need to deal with effectively what I need to do is it's gonna be hit stunned. I need to I'm contacting every single place I've worked because I need to get a record or like a letter stating when I worked for everyone and like get my entire job history of the past 10 years, which is like half a dozen places. So that's a pain. But you know, it's for a good reason. So, you know, pluses or minuses, I guess. It's a pain in the butt, but it's for a good reason. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I can delete them here. I might delete the frames here. Actually, if I delete frames here, like if I just deleted these ones, just out of curiosity, and then I'll be back, and then so he would go back and over, back and over. That, you know, for a hit reaction, for just a hit reaction, and not like a full stun, I think that's better. So I'm gonna do. Basically, when he touches, I'm gonna leave it there, and then I'm gonna remove everything until he moves his claw. Hopefully, I can read that. So it'll be 10 through 29. So hopefully this, right? Because the idea is he gets hit and then he goes back. He doesn't need to like stay stunned. It is a pain. I'm not gonna lie, it is a pain. But it's for, you know, it's for a good reason. So here's hoping that this is going to be. So if this is down left, 10 to 17, all I can do. Does it tell me somewhere how many frames? Does it tell me how many frames I've selected somewhere? That would be really nice, but it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay. 33 minus 17. 16. See, this is the problem where I'm going to have. Is I'm going to delete more frames than I want because it's hard to tell where it is. So what I can do instead, I can render this in two parts. I can do the first section, and then I can do the second section. Render it both, and then do this. So you know what? Let's do that, and then I'll cut out the entire center. We'll just render it in parts from Blender. So what I'm going to do is first delete these. Because so effectively what we're going to do is a it's a 1 through 25. For both the normal map and the diffuse. And then I'm going to do a like an 80 to 109. Yeah, like an 80 to 109. And this should work because I'm still renaming everything, and it should put things in order because it goes by frame rate anyway. So if I do 80 through 109, first diffuse and then normal. This should now... I'm just going to leave the folder and come back into it just to make sure it's reordered itself. So it goes all the way to 107 for south right away because it's named accordingly. Awesome. So now I can go here, rename, apply. So now if we come here and we check out the bottom one, look at that. So now we have a 19 frame little animation where he just goes. So I don't have to manually now time things. I don't have to do like any of that mumbo jumbo. It's just bam. Beautiful. Okay. And now both are going to be in sync, which is exactly what we want. Awesome. And I think for the other one, because we have the heavy version of this, like that one, I will keep like everything for. Because we have the like when he gets like, because that's the one that's like when he gets crit hit effectively. I'm gonna want him to have a strong animation. Okay. Now, boom, split. Ah, beautiful. All lines up. And now neural map. And this is actually the last animation that we're using currently. Because the other animations we're not technically using at the current moment. Like the heavy hit and the walk backwards. We're not using. So, maybe I'll hold off on doing those. We'll just do this one, and then we'll go to blueprints, and then we'll come back if we have time. Yeah, do that. We'll only do this one for now. Do the more fun stuff today. And today is Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Sometime this week, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or Friday. I do need to look into that ACG and landscape deformation for the weekend's video. That's on my to-do list, so... I have an idea. And that's the hardest part. that tends to be the hardest part. Okay, let's go Unreal. I'll keep this open for now. I'm not doing anything with this. Paper assets. Reactions. I'll do a hit stunt. Oh, this is not a hit stunt. This is just a hit. You kind of removed the stunt part of it. So, yeah, I guess it's just a hit now. Whatever. I might put it back in later. We'll see how I end up using this stuff. That's what will depend on. Map. Green. And let's see what it looks like. Okay. That should be okay. Like, I don't want it to be like immediate. But hopefully that will look good. We're about to find out. Because we're about to implement it. So, characters, enemy, spider. Okay. Why is it sometimes it automatically makes this editable and sometimes it doesn't? I do not know. How I wish I knew this stuff. That would be so nice. Look at him. Look at the nice Spidey. Okay. Good. There's all the hits. So now we can go open up the animation blueprint. And here we can grab hit. So if I come here and I hit him. Okay, so he is doing that animation. The problem is it's a little bit too... He's getting out of that stun too quickly. So we can change that on him. First of all, how long is the animation? That's what I need to know. It is 19 divided by 15. 1.26. Okay. In that case, let's go to the spider, and I go stun length 1.27. It's a little odd. So let's I'm gonna play around with this with the length of this. So let's change the length of the or the frame rate of this to be twice as fast, and then let's set this to be half of that. So 1.22, not 52, just 2. So like 0.63. We're just gonna see what that looks like, because I don't want him stunned for that long. It's a little okay. That's too fast. So if I did 20, uh, 0.26 divide times divide by third of that, or third of it off, so that would be point like okay, that's better. That is a lot better. Okay, So now let's create this setup where he will sometimes charge me, sometimes he will attack me melee, right? We want to have now variation. Let's do that now. That seems like the fun part. That's what I want to do. And for that, we need to basically create a new decorator. Yeah, you need a new decorator. So, decorator. These are from. Oh, digital decorator. Okay. Folder. Decorators. And this is going to be random chance based. Random chance. Sure. Okay. So we need to basically just return true or false. We don't care about any of this stuff. I'm pretty sure on this. So let's try this. So we need to know chance to succeed, or percent chance to succeed. It's going to be a float, because that way we can do decimal points. Expose it. And I'll make it to 50% by default. So what we need to do is then random float in range. This random float is 0 to 1. I wanted to do the full 0 to 100. And as long as this number is less or equal to this number, then it will return true. Is it as simple as this? Is that all it is? Am I underthinking this? I'm pretty sure that's all we need. Random chance to do something. Well, I mean, thinking while streaming has never been a thing, so, you know, trial and error. Okay. So, what we're going to need to do is here, where he melees us, this is where we're going to test this. I'll take this, I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to do a selector. And here, and then I'm going to add decorator. And this is going to be random chance. So now, when I'm in melee range... Oh, it's not on this that I need to do. It's on this that I need to do it. Right? And so on this thing has a 50% chance of executing. And it's going to go left to right. I think that's it. I think that's correct. Let's find out how wrong I am. Okay, he charged me. That's great. He charged me again. Oh, melee. Okay, he seems to be doing all the stuff. So is it working? Okay, charge. Excuse me. Charging again. Mailing. Charging. I don't like that he's lost me there. But he is doing it. He's doing it. So here's what I can do. So now, instead, I'm going to put the random chance onto the charge. Have that be first. And then, so if he will have when he's in melee range, he'll have a 20% chance to charge me. Hey, Slicker Poor. Welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? So now, oh, okay, he charged me. Charged me again. 20% chance. He charged me twice.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay, he's charging me way too much. Okay. Why is he charging me so much? He shouldn't be charging me this much. I should do a print string. I should do a print string. I'll wait for the ads before I start implementing anything. I mean, I know 20%. I mean, that's could be relatively high, but it is a 1 in 5 chance. Well, statistically, it's, you know, you're likely to do it, but I feel like it's way too much. I should watch Misfire. Sorry for the idea. You're a really underrated person. I'm confused. But thank you. I'm confused, but thank you. Okay, ads are over. Let's go random I'm gonna print this. Print string. And I want to print this value. Give me the number. I want to know what the number it has chosen. I want to see it. My own eyes. Okay. 60, but he's charging. That should not be the case. Oh, yeah. So I was stupid. Yeah, so like I said earlier, I'm probably underthinking something. Really. So yes, now he has a 20%. There you go. Yeah, I think that he was too he was too far there, so he okay. Try this one more time. Oh, why did he do multiple checks there? 17. $87. He did a ton of checks there. Wait, why did he do a lot of checks there? Is it that I need to do a sequence instead? Well, no, sequence will just do all of them. I don't want to do a sequence. For sure, I don't want to do a sequence. So it should only do... Oh, observer, both. This. I think I forgot to do the absorber aborts. Okay. Oh, no, itself, because I wanted to... It aborts itself, and then it goes, and it does this. So... No? The whole observer aborting thing, I'm still not 100% on understanding. I will be honest. This selector should be right. I guess it doesn't matter what I'm reading here. Actually, yeah, let's go with the bulls just so it's easier to understand. Why is it triggering multiple times is my question. Yeah, why did it just do that multiple times? Yep. It cancels out of here. Is at location. He's within location. Yeah, it should abort itself. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna delete this. And I'm just gonna check. Oh, okay. Valid. But he's like, why is he doing it so many times? So of course it's not a proper... So something's going on here. Is that what the problem is? I should be going all the way to finish execute successfully. It's never simple, guys. It's never simple. Okay, yeah, so it finished and went to... Yeah, it went here. Sorry, it went here. It successfully finished. But if it fails... Which one is it failing? So it failed the other one. But see how it's flashing there? Really doesn't need a cooldown. I don't think I need these cooldowns. I don't think I even need this acceptable radius. Okay, what's going on? If I, just out of curiosity, if I get rid of this, it's just going to do that. So is the problem the behavior tree? Right, it always then, it never errors out. So this is the problem. Random float and range from stream. Does it need to be seated? Is that the problem? It needs to be seated. There we go. Okay. Okay, it just needs to be a seated value. Okay, so let's have it actually then work. I just want to see him charge me now. 20% chance. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Now it's working. Okay, so now it's working the way we want. And so now I also want to do is I can remove the cooldown. Do I want him to have... Do I want him to charge twice in a row? I think that's fine. But, so here we're going to do a selector. Just like the other one. He's going to ram, or he's going to move closer into... move closer to them. So, again, is at location cooldown, and I'm going to take this, put it here. So, he's going to have a... I'll say 50% chance of ramming. Let's do 50% chance of ramming. If not, then he'll do a move too. So he'll do melee. He'll ram. Now he can move. It's out of range. He can either move to or charge. And that seemed like it worked. And watch this. Excuse me. What's the acceptable radius is way too high. Oh yeah, but it's moving to within 350 units. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Okay. So it's working. Awesome. So now it's a lot more interesting, right? So now if we're in melee range, he will swipe at me at most times. Walk around. And now what we can do... Okay. Let's make this more interesting now. So now that we have this random chance, I can put this on a lot of stuff. So for example, there's a 50% chance on him moving backwards. And a 50% chance on him moving to a random location. So there's a 25% chance of him just staying still. Or 25% chance of him moving backwards and then somewhere else and then attacking. Or he can do one of them. So now, if he attacks me... Oh. Why does he get bugged out, though? Sometimes. That's a problem. Charged. I like the knockback into the charge, but he's charging way too much. Oh, and that's because I know why. It's because the acceptable radius here is 350 for melee. And I'm telling him to move basically to the edge of that radius. So let's have him move towards like 150. So now, push me. And occasionally he will ram me. But a lot of times he will walk towards me. And if I'm too far away... I want to exit out of here after a duration. Time limit. So observer bird self after let's say if he's chasing me for 5 seconds, he tries again. He tries again to do this. So that way, if he's doing this, I'm like doing around him. I need to place this so I can see it. Oh, is he doing... I guess let's see the entire thing. What is he doing? He's doing that move too. Okay, so we need to do the same thing onto this guy. Give him a 5-second limit. And then... oh, and because it's an acceptable radius of 350... That's why he's trying to move so close. So, but if I make him an acceptable radius of 500, it should put him in here. But if it's not, then yeah, it should check at most every 5 seconds. And then yeah, as long as he's kind of within range. Okay, so then for the ram attack, I can check it. Am I within 850 units? Because he charges for about 1,000 distance. In my case. So now I should be able to just run around and then just have him just randomly charge me from a distance. I think 5 seconds is too long. So I'm already finding out. 5 seconds is way too long. Let's do a time limit of 2 seconds. Every 2 seconds, check. Yep, there we go. He just charged me. now he'll charge me occasionally. And he goes into wait because he loses sight of me. I mean, my attack target thing is kind of it needs to be changed down the line. But the main thing is it now works. He'll occasionally charge at me. I should turn off that. Oh, the one thing I need to do though is how he moved. He moves in a different direction than that line sometimes if I go around him in a circle. So let's fix that. The reason for that is here. I set mood to be off here. Oh no, that's the moving is start. I need to. Oh, I know. It's because in the action character, I set use controller raw here. I don't want to do it here. I want to do it in that behavior tree. So here, I want to do it. So assuming that's going to be doing all this. Everything. Set use controller rotation. And this is just going to be off. And then it's going to do this. Right? And then it's going to do all this. And then it re-adds it at the end here. So now he should, whenever he charges, even if I go circles around him, always follow that line. And there he goes, following the line. Always following the line. Perfect. I like it. I like it. That's so much more interesting, isn't it? And if you ram me into the wall, please. Here. Yeah, he'll just stop at the wall. Awesome. Okay, our ramming attack is a full success. Let's go ahead and turn off. Okay, next thing though I need to do is control the distance and the time. So this right now is incorrect. What I need to do, because this assumes that it's the whole animation is 1 second long. So what we want to do is also get flip book length in frames. And if we take the number of frames, divide by the frame rate. Right, so let's say there's 30 frames and we divide by the frame rate, we'll know the time it will take. So it'll say 2 seconds. And then we take that and then we take that and then we do a 1 divided by. So if it's going to take 2 seconds, we want this to be a half a second duration. If it is half a second, then we want it to be twice as fast. So it will be 1 divided by 8.5 will be 2. And then I'll set that. So let's just double check that that still works. All correct. So, yeah. The only thing that I need to adjust is this length that doesn't make sense to me still. And the reason it doesn't make sense is because this oh, you know what I can do for it to make sense? I can basically what I need to do is not return fractions. I need to return whole numbers, as in, so oh no, that shouldn't be why. That shouldn't be why, because if I return whole numbers, that's just going to make that value bigger, right? My whole thing is right here, I'm getting the actual forward vector, and I'm multiplying it by 1,000 in my case for this trace, because in here, trace distance I have is 1,000. And it looks like it is 1,000 for the trace distance. But I'm basically doing the same thing in here. Taking the forward vector, multiplying by the distance. And multiplying it by my tracks is going to go from 0 to 1. But that effectively just multiplied by 1. And then adding the location. This should return the same thing. But yet it doesn't. Okay, out of curiosity, if I just bypassed this, it just he's just gonna teleport to the end, right? What? Why is he further now? How is he further now? How's he? Oh, it's because oh, I think I realized my stupidity. I'm supposed to be using this variable that I literally set for this reason. I literally set that variable for this reason. Hey, look. It's now correct. Okay. Okay, so now we can make this a variable and we can expose it. Promote a variable, ramming distance, Um, I need to organize this stuff. But what I can do now is in the spider, in this, other, reduce the trace, this trace distance. Okay, well, do I want? Do I want this to control it or vice versa? I think
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
ads are here. It would be nice to control it in the... No, you know what? I want to control it in the blueprint. In the blueprint is better. Because all my other controls are in the blueprint. So it shouldn't be a reason for me to open the behavior tree and mess with those values. Theoretically, I should be able to reuse this behavior tree for something else and then be fine. So assuming once the ads end, I will set up the ramming behavior tree attack to use the variable from the blueprint based on the distance. And then we'll see assuming that, then we should be able to dynamically change that per character. And then be fine. Yep. Theoretically, this should work. I mean, it's always theoretical. Always theoretically. Is there anything else though we need to do? Besides, so we now have he's now ramming us randomly. He's now walking over to us randomly. The AI in this is by far the best we've had on any of them. It is definitely the most interesting. The only thing that needs to happen, ads are done. So we're gonna remove this trace distance. This goes back to float. And kill this trace distance. And here I'm going to get ramming distance. And I'm going to keep it for duration. So right now everything should still work the same way as before. Just ram. It goes all the way to the end. But now, if I go to the Spidey and open up the spider blueprint, I can search for a ram, and I can change this distance. Let's say just be 200 for shits and giggles. A quite small ram. Yep, look at that. And now he only does 200, and everything adjusts. Yep, everything adjusts. The only thing I want to do now, so if I wanted to, like, I could do like 2,000. Come on. Yeah, you'll just skyrocket. Okay, fantastic. Look at that. That is awesome. I love when things work. This actual location before RAM, we don't need access to that. So I'm gonna make this private. Let's give this. Ramming attack. I'll put that in here. Put that under ramming attack. Private. Set a bunch of the stuff to private. Damage cooldown duration. I'm gonna put it under damage. Start cleaning this up. Why have I just a reference? References. Under I don't think I can make attack token. No, I don't want attack token count to be private. That would break things. Game mode reference. I'm pretty sure I don't. I think I'm using that somewhere. Because when I have access to my character, I just get access to game mode. But I shouldn't need this. Why am I casting to this? I don't have this used anywhere. Oh, the other ones do, right? It's being used down the line. It's being used, I think, on my character, and I'm just doing it on the top level, so it just does it on the top level. But I don't need to cast it on every one of them, because this basically makes it a cast on every single enemy as well. I don't need to have it cast on every single enemy. So let me just double check that I'm using it on me, and if I'm using it on me, what's it called? Game mode ref. Game mode ref. Yep. So I'm using it here. Yep, I'm using it here, and let me just double check that I'm not using it on the enemies. And then we'll kill it from game mode. I am. What am I using it for here? I'm biting the event. Okay, so that's why I have it on the root. So even all, yeah, because I need to access for the game mode to do this. Okay. I see. Okay, so I do need it on. I do need it here. Okay. I just put this under references. Combo input check. I'm setting that somewhere. And combo trigger. So I'll put these under attack combo. I probably should make these private and then have a way of getting them to clean things up. But at least this is a start, right? Ideally, I should be having more things as private. And then using functions to get the values. So that way, when I come, for example, here, right, I don't have a bunch of stuff I don't care about. Okay, so, but we now have a far more interesting spider that will occasionally charge us. Oh, I want to see what happens when he sees us through a wall. All right. He shouldn't be able to charge us through a wall. Even if he knows where we are, he'll get confused by a wall because he'll be in range. Yeah, he's in range But technically, he can't charge us and he can't melee us. So he gets confused by a simple wall. Oh no, he around us, so I guess he can do it. Okay, but either way, he stops by the wall, so that's all that matters. Okay, we can turn this off for none. And we have our ramming attack. I also want to do a teleport attack on him. Not attack, like teleport thing that happens. Because we have... Come here. We have this. Where he can, you know, fall from the skies. And I kind of like the idea, where he can go, like, if he's too far away, if you get too far away from him, then he will, and he still knows where you are, he will teleport to you. And if I do it this way, if I do it based on him being you being too far away from him, I tell you don't need him to go up even. Yeah. I'm just thinking, how would I get, or where would I would need to find a valid location around the player, put it, or I can make an effect where it will trigger and it will have like the area below, like a shadow would, you know, get bigger, or like some kind of indicator on the ground will happen, and then it'll wait like half a second, and then it will go down, but the location will be just where you were. So if you're standing still, he'll come like basically right next to you, and push you out of the way. And this will also do, I'll have this also do damage. And yeah, I think that will work. Okay, let's start doing that. Let's start implementing that. That seems like a fun thing to do. So what we're gonna need is, on my main character, we're gonna need some more anime sequences. This time it's gonna have, I mean, again, it's like, I was gonna say it's only gonna have one animation. It's like, why limit myself? It could have multiple. So attack, teleport. This is going to be the teleport animations. And then I'm going to do attacking ones, and then I'm going to do I had to pick that one too. Let's skip this one. Get random teleport attack. So combo light, we're gonna get the attack teleport. Okay. And yeah, that's fine. So let's make a new behavior. It's a new task. And I'll just duplicate the try attack. Try teleport. Fix this up. Remove gameplay tag. Attack. Get these. There we go. How do I understand blueprints? Like, want to do or... So to understand blueprints, it's a lot of two things. I watched a lot of tutorials to get started with, because I'm a very visual learner. I'm very bad about learning through documentation, and Unreal has basically no documentation. It is effectively non-existent. So like to get started, I watched a few videos to kind of understand the general concept of how blueprints work, and then a lot of trial and error. A lot of trial and error. Because the nice thing about blueprints is, like right now, if I have this node, and I'm like, okay, what can this character, so in my case, I have a character plugged in here, what can it do? Well, in programming, you either know it or you don't. But in blueprints, I can drag out of here, and now I can just look at everything, with as long as context sensitive is on, everything that I can do with this in blueprints. Now, this might not be useful for me, but I can hover over it and it tells me what it does. Calculate projectile. In this case, it's absolutely useless, but here we go. Modified after a bunch of stuff. So in terms, this is probably a terrible example, but a get AI controller. The way it works exactly is that the actor passed in as a pawn, then the function, it basically explains to you what it does. So I started in materials, and then I just take a material output and I just drag out, and okay, what does this do? What does that do? What does this do? This node doesn't make sense. Like if I found out, okay, what does get AI controller? YouTube is such a great resource for Unreal blueprints. You can pretty much type any of these nodes into YouTube, assuming that it's not like a brand new node, and you'll find information about it on YouTube. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So highly recommended. That's kind of how I learned blueprints. Is just start with the tutorials and then a lot of trial and error. Yeah. And then blueprints are amazing. I love blueprints. That is how I recommend learning as well. Just trial and error. Because at a certain point it'll just click. Right? For example, casting I didn't understand at all for the longest time. When I like want to get access to a character, and then I'll be like, cast to, like, let's say I just want to cast to this object for the longest time just would not click. I watched videos and they all put something there, but in my head I was like, I do not understand what I need to put in here. And eventually, like, it clicked. Okay, this is just, and don't think of it as a like casting to anything. This is just, I want to grab the variables of this BP master item, because I misspelled it, right? That's all this is. This gives me the variables of this item. Well, where is this item? How do I know where this item is coming from? And that's what goes in the object. And once I thought of it that way, like, oh, okay. So instead of like, right, instead of doing like a get node, right, you do get and get a variable, and get whatever variable you want. I guess from here, right? If you get like a random variable, well, okay, well, I can't do that if I don't have a reference to it. This gives me the reference, but reference of what? And that's what goes in the object. So like, once you like do more testing and stuff like that, you things like that will still start to click. So that's my, hopefully that made sense, and hopefully that was helpful. Fingers crossed. You be the judge of that. Okay, and I was doing the teleport attack. Okay, so instead of get a random light attack, we're doing a get a random teleport attack. But first, I need to do a few things. What I need to do is cast from the player, make sure that I have like all the space to do this. Well, actually, I don't need to cast to the player because, I mean, trace to the player. Did you explain that better than half the time spent trying to understand blueprints? Well, I'm glad you thought so. I'm glad you thought so. You're welcome, I guess. I'm glad that it has worked. It has helped. There are some things that still don't click for me. Even like after like months of doing and researching. Like, for example, I'm doing lots of videos on PCG, but the output, being able to output multiple nodes of PCG, it hasn't clicked in my head yet of how to do that, because there's no good tutorials on it. So that part hasn't clicked, and that just takes time. Eventually, it'll click for me, like it'll click for anyone. But yeah, it's once it does, once you're like, oh, I get it. That is how it is. Then you're like, okay, sweet. Everything else is smooth sailing. I want to spawn a blueprint. Can I put a delay here? I can't put a delay here. That's right. We need to create a blueprint that is going to be maybe like a decal here. That is just going to be like a circle that just gets bigger. Just starts small and gets bigger. That's all I'm going to want. And then once the animation finishes, the circle goes away. I don't need it anymore. So let's do that. Let's make a blueprint abilities. It's technically not an ability. So I'll make attacks. Sure, for now I'll put in attacks. So BP growing shadow. So all I'm gonna do is add a decal in here. And then make it face down. Just gonna relax and watch the live stream? Hey, no worries. Seems interesting. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed. Lurk away. Enjoy. I'm gonna make the new folder for this, just called Growing Shadows. So that way I just have all the stuff in here. And then in here, we're gonna need a new material. I'm gonna make this shadow circle. I don't. Yeah, there's no like. I don't remember. Sphere mask? No, sphere. We don't even want a sphere mask. Yeah, we're gonna need. Yeah, let's do a texture sample. I don't really want a parameter, because I'm pretty sure. The engine content should have circles. I know it does. It's just not called circle. I'm like pretty sure that it has it. It's just not called circles. So, fingers crossed on me finding it quickly. I don't really feel like bringing in. I'm pretty sure there's a way of creating a circle though. Hold on, I'm just gonna Google it. That's also another great way to learning blueprints. Just Google. I Google everything. E5 generate circle. Material. Okay, so let's see. Radio. Radio. Aha! That's what I want, and this is why you Google. There you go. I got my circle. That's pretty much what I wanted. So now, this is going to be a decal, translucent. The opacity is going to be that. And the base color is going to be black. So if I now in here put in that decal, and then I can bring it out. Look at that. And in terms of size, that's even pretty good. Look at that. So now what we need to do is just have it get bigger and grow. Okay. Nope, no, I don't want to. So what we're gonna do is how long I'll expose the timer on this, but let's go to the event graph. We're just going to need an event begin play. I just want to happen at the start. And we're going to set create a timeline. shadow growth. Timeline shadow growth. So it's going to play from start at the beginning. And here, we're going to set it to be 1 second. Add a flow track. From 0 to 1. Make it nice and smooth. It can be smooth on both sides. That's fine. It can start slower and then end faster. That seems good. And then basically... Oh.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay, let's give a moment for the ads. And basically what we're going to do, as an explanation, is we're going to scale it literally based on the based on that curve, because when we just brought it out, we know that 1.0 was the correct size in my case. Now I'm going to want to also be able to control the overall scale on this. So I'm going to want to have that exposed. I'm going to multiply it then by that scale. And then that should work. Because when we have a maybe a smaller sprite or a larger sprite, right, that shadow's not going to work, but we want to potentially reuse the same shadow. And we're going to want to change the timing of this, so we're also going to expose that. And during the creation, you can set those values dynamically. So that's what we're going to do. Once the ads are over, less than 30 seconds left. You know, I originally did not understand the reason for like pausing for ads, and then it's just like blueprints, and eventually clicked. Like, oh yeah, you know what? It actually is good. Okay, so we're taking this decal, and we're going to set scale, and we're going to set relative scale. Actually, we can do world scale. World scale is fine. So on update, it is going to take. You do this, right, and it's going to do the whole thing, but I want to do a multiply. Oh, this is one thing that, to this day, I'll never get used to. I'm so used to working materials. So you have M, you press M, left click, and you get a multiply node. But in blueprints, you get a multigate. Well, it plays no ads for you. I don't have ads turned on and playing on YouTube. So, but I am multi-streaming on Twitch, and there the ads do play. Well, not everyone gets them, but but on YouTube currently I am not playing any ads. But from here I need to multiply, and we need to multiply it by a variable, and this is going to be the shadow scale. And to make sure that we can control this dynamically, it is editable and expose on spawn. So I'm also going to make sure this is defaulted to 1. So effectively when it spawns, right, it's going to take the 0 to 1, and if I make this twice as big, then it'll be twice as big. And then from there, that will plug in there. And now we need to set the time. So timeline, or get the space. Yeah, there we go. set play rate. And I also need to expose a delay. I'm not going to have any, but I'm going to expose it. This way I can reuse this for everything. So for this, we're going to want to do animation duration. But if we do 2, then it'll play in halftime. So we need to do 1 divided by this number. And again, we're going to need to do this. It's edible, expose and spawn. The whole expose and spawn system, I learned when I was doing widgets, out of all things. I was following like a large widget tutorial, and they kept setting things supposed to spawn. And then eventually, oh, I understand now what this does and why this is useful. Because it would, I didn't understand it. And then, if you're wondering, expose and spawn, you'll see exposes it on creation. But we just need to add now a delay. And we're gonna just a variable animation start delay, and this delay is going to be 0 by default. Duration is going to be 1 by default. So now if I hit simulate, I also need to it should I brought out the decal, not the blueprint. That's why. Simulate, there you go. Ta-da! So now we just have this effect, right? We just have it. It's nothing fancy. But what we can do now is on this teleport, we can, so we already have a reference to our character. We can spawn actor from class, and the class is going to be the blueprint we just created. And you can see there's all our exposed variables, so we can now set this right in here. So get actor location, transform, we're going to split it. We don't want to keep the rotation and all the unscale the same. Just give it default. Location set, and now we can expose these. So I can now promote this to variable, promote this to variable, and promote this to variable. And now if I make these exposed, we can do this. So it is going to do that. It is so it's going to make that shadow. It is going to play this animation, and on completed, it is going to Oh no, it needs to set my it needs to set its location. So this enemy then set actor location. And the location is going to be right, the location that we had here. But he's gonna be in the air. But also I need to set collision. Profile. No. Capsule component. I need to change the collisions. Set collision response. Select collision response to channel. I'm gonna set it so it ignores my character. So I'm gonna set it to pawn ignore. And then when it's completed, I'm gonna reset it. I set it to pawn lock. So it's going to teleport onto me, but it's not going to collide. But once the animation's done, the collision will be back. And once the animation is done, I want to take this actor and destroy it. Basically, take the shadow and destroy it. Let's find out how badly I messed this up. Let's go to the behavior tree. And let's do teleport. And it is just going to teleport right onto me. Just ignore everything else. Is it not? Oh, it helps when I give him the animation. And also, why did you not air out? Teleport. It should have said invalid, teleport time? Okay, let me go to BP Spider. I need the BP enemy and close some of the stuff. Ramming attack we're done now with. And we should close that. Okay. Enemy Spider. Let's give him the animation. We didn't. Attack helper has 3. Whoops. Change that. Clear that. None by default, please. And that's why I didn't error out. Because it was valid, but it just didn't have anything. Um, drop down teleport. I'm pretty sure that's why. So it's going here, right? But it's just not doing anything. Okay. Where's the problem? Is it going here? No. It's not. Is it coming here? No. Is it coming here? Okay. Is it triggering this at all? Is it just in general, just at the very beginning, triggering this in general? Yes. Okay. We're doing something. Is it successfully doing this? Wait. Oh, I know. It's the same mistake I always make. I always do this. And I will continue to always do this. I need to set the attack target here. Every time, literally every time I drag a new thing in after it's been like 10 seconds, and the first time today, I always forget to set attack target to attack target. Okay, so a couple of things. Right, we have it. A couple of things we need to change. First of all, hey, Slicker Poor, welcome in. You too. Yeah, it's a thing. Before I teleport this, I might, because this happens immediately, and so the animation doesn't start playing. I'm going to add a single tick of delay. So I'm going to do delay until next tick. So this... it should... it's still not great. What if I did a regular delay of like... 0.2 seconds? Okay, so there we go. So now he's no longer like... Right. So, okay. I'm going to just make this smaller just to see how little we can go. 0.1 is still works. Can I do 0.05? Okay. Oh, also, you see how I'm getting darker? We need to change the scaling. So on that blueprint, on that shadow that we're doing, we need to change the scale method. So instead of doing all three axes, we're only going to scale in X and Y. And in Z, let's make it like 0.1. Oh, wait, no. It's not 0.1 in Z. It is going to be 0.1 in X. Because on a decal, X is like the front axis. And we've rotated to face the bottom. Oh. Did I make a mistake? It shouldn't have made a mistake. It should be fine. Because if I do... Yeah, so it should be this. What's the problem? Oh, there we go. It just okay, it just bugged out. It was unrelated. Okay, also, it is spawning it at the middle of my character, not at the ground level. So we actually need to get a line trace going onto the ground. I thought we might need to, but I figured maybe it's going to take the position from the ground. But no. So let's take this. Scooch it over. Scooch all this over. So we want to do, on this valid, we want to do a line trace for objects. Another thing that took me forever to understand. The objects versus channels. There's so many things it just takes me forever to understand. But we want to do just a cast from the character location. And we're just gonna, let's say, character plus 100. Sure, there's no reason to do plus 100. Just from character location. And then down, subtract. And we're gonna do like 1,000. So it's just gonna go straight down. Very easy. Object types, make array, and it's gonna go world static. And then if it hits something, then it's gonna continue. If it doesn't hit anything, well, then it's gonna exit out. Finish execute, say no. Couldn't do it. But assuming that it does hit it, we want to get the impact point and use that as our location to spawn the actor. So now, look at that. It's now on the ground. So we also want to have a delay. Right, we want to have a delay on the Spidey bro, of how long it takes him to actually execute that teleport. So I want to, and you know what? I do want to play the animation. I want him to play the animation up and then down. I do want to. I just thought of it. I do want to do both animations. Let's do both animations first. So it's going to do the line trace. If it is successful, it is going to take this, scooch it over. It is going to play. It's going to play the same animation, but can I play -1? I want to know if I can play -1. Uncompleted, do this. Uncancelled, return. Will this work? Playing -1? I've never tried. No. Really? So, I'm just going to move this here. And here. Can I not play this in reverse? I thought I might be able to play this in reverse, but I guess At least for these guys, I can't. Because immediately completes. Okay. Let's see. Can I just reverse it or do I have to do it manually? I'm going to have to do it manually. How many animation frames are there? 12? Okay. I'm just going to duplicate it. Reversed. Yeah, yep. I'll have two different. Can I now bulk edit them? Can I change the order of these? No, I can't do it in here. I was afraid of that. So if I wanted to reverse the order of them, I just do this. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ta-da! It looks silly. It looks silly. But, you know, that's all it is. Just change the order of these. So 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just have to do this 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's also a great learning experience for you guys if you didn't know how to count to 10. This is a great practice for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Halfway there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Almost there. Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay. And I'm gonna need to add a new animation then to my main character. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Last one. 0. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm gonna feel stupid because I'm gonna Google if I could just do this automatically in the future. UFI flipbook reverse order. Can I?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Well, I'll Google it in the meantime. But doesn't seem like it, which I feel a little bit better about. But it's not like a easy, quick thing that's like, oh yeah, flip reversed animation order. No, doesn't seem like it. Okay, I feel better. I feel better about this. So what we're gonna do is we have attack teleport, and so we're gonna have, just like the ramming, the ramming is its own thing. It literally has parts, so that's why in my case I have it all in one. Start, ram, end. But the teleport, I'm gonna have an attack teleport start and attack teleport end as separate ones, and I'm gonna do that because I want to have it so if you wanted to, I could have different animations for the starting and for the ending of it. So let's say in the spider's case, he's going to always go up with the same animation, but maybe his landing, like attack / animation, is different. And he has like 3 different variations of those. So that's why I want to have it completely separated out. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, ads are almost done. There you go. So let's go into our main character, and instead of attack teleport, it's gonna be attack teleport start. No, this is gonna be land. And I'm gonna duplicate this one. Start. And then I can come up here, get a random teleport, attack, land, and I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to just call this attack start. Plug that in. And now onto the spider, we're going to add back in. Great. Spider. What's it called? Drop down. Oh, I need to now set up the animation for the spider. Good spider. Okay, so now where's our teleport? Drop down teleport, and then we're going to change this to teleport land. Just copy this and make a new one, and this is going to be start. Now spider, plug all these in. Like, it's not going to look super pretty, but it'll do the job, right? Okay. You're good. Goes out of here, and now teleport start. Only thing I want to change here is order of these. There we go. Start and land. Okay. Again, this way we can have multiples of these. So on the teleport, what we need to do is at the very beginning, when we check if it's valid, we also get random teleport land and start. And we're gonna do I'm gonna change this to is valid for bool. And boolean. And change this to a branch. Oh, also, I just realized I can't do this because it's picking a random one each time. That's, of course, that's going to run into problems. So let's just have those, I guess, run the entire course. Yeah, let's go back to this, and I'll just have it run down below. Then I wanted to pick a new random one each time. That would be bad. Clean that up. Okay. So now that we have this, right? This anim instance actually isn't. This is not correct. Let's go all the way through. Delete that one. We want to grab the other anim instance here. We want to grab the start of it. Start of it goes here. So now, and I'll change the play rate to 1. Right. Look at that. But now we have the problem where I'm moving, and because it takes time to do that first animation, right, we now need to store that variable. Okay. So this is all working great. So now when we do our get actor location and we do the line trace, right, and then we spawn it at that location, we also need to store this so I'm going to promote to a variable, or I can drag it through. Let's do this. So effectively, instead of a get actor location here, we're going to use this guy. Right. So he's going to teleport to where that line trace was. There you go. So see how it's now where the shadow is? Great. So that's all working lovely. And now I need to delay. After it spawns, I need to put a delay in here and control the delay. So let's take this. Let's move it over. Switch this back. Here we'll add a delay. And I'm going to expose this delay. land animation delay. It's going to be exposed. And by default, I'll have it to be like 1 second. So now... okay. He plays that first animation. And then obviously he's done playing it, so he goes back to idle. So let's change some stuff. First, I want to make his collision off at the beginning there, instead of where I'm doing it now. So I'm going to take you, copy you, and remove that. So after he does his first animation, or at the start of his first animation, the one that goes up, I want to turn off the collision on him. That's first thing. And then I want to get the sprite and then set visibility to off. Turn off visibility on that sprite. But I want to do that not here. I want to do that on completed. So it's going to do his animation, and on completed, it is going to turn it off. Now, I'm also going to need to make sure that at the end, even if it has failed, it needs to turn on visibility back on, because we don't want to have him stuck as invisible. So here, new visibility on. And also, right after he teleports, he also needs to turn on visibility. So now, look at that. I think that's working pretty well. The timing, we need to adjust the timing and stuff, but that's now working well. Hey, look, a good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing well. So now, because we have things exposed, in our graph here, I can change the shadow scale, the animation duration, the animation start delay. I probably want to rename that for the shadow animation start delay. I should put the word shadow in front of these guys. So let's go back to teleport 1. And yeah. I'm going to put them all in the category shadow. And then I don't need to put shadow in front of them. It'll be obvious. So now if we come here, there's our shadow section. And then we have the animation delay. So right now, I think it's taking too long. Or we can have the shadow appear slower. So let's change the animation duration to 1.5. So that shadow will appear slower. The only thing I don't like is I want to also fade it out. Or something, right? So right now it pops out. And I don't like that. What I can have it do is on the shadow, we can make a new event. We can have a new custom event, and we can have it just be disappear. Let's call it disappear. What I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna move it into the ground, effectively making it disappear. And scale. You know, the problem with that is if he's on a staircase, that's not gonna work. Or he's on a cliff, that's not gonna work. I mean, I could make it, I could fade it out by having a dynamic material instance. Let's set up a dynamic material instance. I didn't really want to, but I guess. Multiply. It's not hard. So, okay. So what we need to do is go back to the shadow. On begin play. We're going to take this, create a dynamic material instance. Does this work? Set promote to variable, decal dynamic material. Okay, and so now we can take this, set a scalar parameter value. We're just going to test to make sure that this works. Opacity to be 0. And then I'm going to remove onto my try teleport the destroy actor. I'm not going to destroy actor. So it should still look like it's gone, but it's technically not. Yeah, this is the normal dynamic material instance that I'm used to. But I guess decals can't have that one. But then why is... Did I mistype it somewhere? Oh, I'm stupid. This it helps when I run the command that I just made. It's getting late. How to tell it's getting late? There you go. So now it's effectively doing the same thing. I can not do this anymore. And now we can fade it out. Go away. Okay, good. So now I can use a timeline. Yeah, let's make a timeline. Decal, fade out. We're gonna do a play from start. Update is going to go here. On finish, it is going to destroy actor. We're going to do the destroy actor here. And on this one, we need to a 1 second track. Flow track. So this is going to start at 1. And at 0. Time 1. Time 0, value 1. I think I put this in incorrectly. Time 1, value 0. There we go. And I'll just make this smooth. So now we can take this and just put this as our value. And so after a second, it'll disappear. That's pretty good. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but, you know, I think that works. That works pretty well. Okay. I'm going to change the scale of it. I don't like how big it is, so let's do like 0.7 maybe. And now let's give it a delay start. And I wonder if I should take the start delay for the land delay and I combine them. And actually, let's do that. So this land animation delay, I'm going to add the animation start delay here. So that way, if we're delaying the spawning of the shadow, it makes sense to also delay the landing animation because that's kind of how it should work. So now on here, we can delay it, let's say, by 2 seconds. And what's going to happen is he's going to go into the air. It didn't delay. Okay, it is... Oh, I see. I know why this is happening. It's because that is the default setup for it. So if I go to the... right, by default, if I select the decal, it has measurements. So what I need to do is set this and this to 0. Keep the 0.1 as it is. It doesn't matter. Now, it's going to do that, and then... But now we need to... Okay, but now we need to change the timing on the... when it grabs that information. Okay. So what was happening now is we're spawning it and we're delaying the animation start, but the location has already been chosen. So instead of the animation start delay here, I should do a delay here. So I should actually just do a delay. And if I do a delay here, I no longer need to add them here, because it'll automatically obviously be delayed. Oh, wait. This impact point needs to be... This just needs to happen after. Okay. We just need to do this line trace after that first animation. That's what. So take you. Get messy. This happens after. Impact point can just go in there. And just here. Attach these guys. Attach you. Okay. Detach you. It's gonna be a little messy. Switch it all over. Okay, so now we can do. It's true. We play the animation. Assuming we have the animations, so we play the first animation, and then we do a line trace after the start delay. Then we do a delay here of this animation start delay. Then it does the line trace, and assuming it's successful, then it spawns it. Which also means in our blueprint here, we don't need this animation start delay here. Because as soon as it spawns, it already has the delay built in. It's not how I wanted you to connect, to be honest. Let's undo that. You just do this. That. There you go. That's what I wanted. File. So now, yep, it was where I was. Did I undo too much? Is he still, is he, oh yeah, he's now, I undid too much when I was doing it. Undos. So now, we should have him. Yep, that's where I was. And so if I stop here for a moment, yep, there's that. Oh, look at that. See, that's looking good. I don't know about looking good, but it's working good. Well, working well. It's... Okay. So now I want to have him actually do damage to us if he lands on us. So that should be relatively easy. If I go to Great Spider, and we're going to need to get the drop down land. So here on this frame, I'm going to add an attack. And it's going to be until here. That's gonna be the attack. The radius is going to be 150. Damage, let's just say 20. Knockback, and it's going to be knockback 500. Let's see how it works. Okay. So if I stand perfectly still, then it obviously doesn't push me in any direction.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
If I move just a little, then it pushes me. I need a system now that will push me in some direction if all values are 0. And we can do that. We can do that. I need to see where. So on our action character, don't you. Comment this. Yeah, on our also rename this. Backslash up. For these values, if the knockback direction, yeah, this is what we need to change. So if their knockback direction is equal to all zeros, so it has no knockback direction. Can I do random vector? Or just a random vector with a length of 1. No. Where do I set knockback direction? Oh, knockback direction is set here. Okay, hold on. Let me do some print strings. Print string. Oh, format text. That goes in there, and I'm gonna want to. Okay. Knockback direction. And random direction. So I want to see what random direction. Oh, right. That. Oh, I should probably just comma spaces between them for formatting. Okay. So what I'm going to do is come here, break, and take you, and just split it here. So. And I want to keep this on screen for 10 seconds, please. Zero, zero, -1. The random direction has values. Knockback direction gives... Oh, okay. Knockback direction is 0, 0, -1. If it has nothing, because it's straight down, that makes sense. So instead, what I'm going to do is, if instead of checking it this way, I'm going to... Okay, I understand what's going on now, so I don't longer need that. So if this knockback direction, I'm going to split it. If this is equal to 0 and the y is equal to 0, and we still want the select node here. If both of these are equal to 0, then use this random unit vector. And actually, we want to make sure that this one... Well, this one can have... yeah, this one can have z, doesn't matter. And then otherwise, go ahead and just reuse the knockback amount. You're sure f vector has its own toString method? That is not a toString. Because I can do a vector toString, like if I do a print string. I can do its own thing. What I was doing is doing a thing called format text. Right, and when you put make inputs here, this is a wildcard, but it doesn't take vector. So if I try to put a vector in here, it doesn't want to do it. It says it can only be byte, integer, integer 64, float, double, text, string, name, boolean, object, or wildcard, or e-text gender. Not vector. So I can't put vector into this one specifically. If I did 2 print strings, I could just I should have just done 2 print strings. It probably would have been faster. Because it's 2 lines anyway. Whatever. But now, it should, if I don't move. Oh, come on. Ooh. That was all sorts of bad. Oh, well, the random unit vector can choose z also. So, you know what? If it's 0, just choose x. Why overcomplicate it? Just always go down. Oh, it's y. Sorry. It's positive y, I believe. I'll say 0.5 and y. I could just have him... I could have him go in random. I'll have him go in random. It's more interesting. God darn it. I convinced myself. Let's take all this. Scooch it over. Get my room. This place is a mess, even though I've been trying to keep it not a mess. Split. Random float. X and Y. 0 for Z. Doesn't matter. Ooh! Oh, it's because it's doing it every frame. It's doing it every frame. We want to record these values. We want to store these values. We don't want to do this every frame. That would be bad. That's why it also spazzed out. Or before. F vector does not have a proper F text conversion. Oh, there you go. So I guess I'll put it here. Okay. This is knockback X backup. And knockback Y backup. I'm gonna take you, put you into your launch. Launch. And you can both be private. For sure. Don't need access to you anywhere else. And so here, use the X backup. Y backup. And I'm not using the vector, even though we realized that the reason what it was doing was because it was doing every frame, is because the vector direction, because it's three axes, can choose Y, or can choose Z, and then it bugs out, right? So I wanted to just break it apart. So now, great. The only thing is, this can't do negative, so it has to be a random float in range. -1 to 1. And I want two completely different ones, so 1 to 1. So now I should go in any direction. Now one down. Yep, down left. That was a little too... that was very consistent for random. It's always doing left. Now it's different. Okay, now it did right. Okay, that was just the luck, I guess. Okay. But not awesome. So we fixed that. That is now fixed. Fantastic. This graph is quite girthy. So we now have the teleport. So what we have now is, I'm going to detach this, right? So right now, before this teleport, what we have is he'll occasionally ram me. If he's too far away, he will either try to come towards me with a ramming attack, or try to like walk up to me, and when I'm close to him. Oh, did you get out of bounds? When I'm close to him, he will typically try to melee me, but sometimes he will try to ram me, even though I'm very close. Now what I need to do is, if I'm far away, then I want to teleport to me. So what we're gonna do is do this, and I'm gonna take a at location, and I'm gonna say is at location, and I'm gonna say over 1,000 units. And so if it's between 850 and, well, actually let's do like 2,000. If I'm between 850 and 2,000, instead of moving, he should teleport to me. So if I anger him, and now I move out of the way, look at that! He will come to me. And then if I'm closer... Ooh, why is he doing that? Okay, he shouldn't be doing that multiple times. He should be doing these, because technically he's within these values. And, well, it's a left to right thing. So, what's going on? Let's zoom out here. Take a look. So he does this. He did the other one for a brief moment. I'm within range. It's because he failed to attack? I changed this to be like 950. Why is he doing this? I mean, 1,000. Okay, to be fair, no, actually, 1,000 distance isn't that far, to be fair. Or 950 isn't that far. So, what I'm gonna change, actually, is let's do some fun stuff. I'm gonna change the ramming distance here to be within 1,400. And then I can change the try ramming attack. Oh, the acceptable radius here was also 500. So 1,300. Shit. Did I have things exposed in the try ramming attack? I thought, oh no, right, it's controlled in the blueprint. It's controlled in the blueprint. So if I go to the blueprint here and I search ram, I'm gonna change the ramming distance to 1,500. That's right, we set it to be in the distance. So now, yeah, so now the distance is more. Yeah, so that's a lot better. He kind of loses me afterwards. After the, So I need to fix that. But if I get too far away from him, that's a better range. Problem was the ranges. Okay, look at that. I think that's a lot better. So now, if we get too far away from him, he'll teleport to us. If we're a good distance away, right, he will try to ram us. Got too far away. So I feel like we were within melee range there. Like, I'm definitely within ramming range right now. Oh, there he goes. See, I feel like he shouldn't be teleporting there. Oh, you know what I can also do? Oh, it's a... I'm using the wrong thing. Backboard base condition. Yeah, so I need to do this is greater than 1500. If I am greater than 1500 away. There you go. That's so now he won't do it randomly until I get at least 1500. Now he'll do it. Let's see. Where'd he go? Oh. What happened there? Oh, he lose me. He probably lost me because I went out of bounds. Let's change the values now. Now that we know what's going on, let's say condition, it's over 1000. You are less than 1000. And then change the at location within acceptable radius of 1000. Move to acceptable radius 750. That's fine. And then we change back the this to be 1000. What happened? There we go. Yeah, he was just losing me from the nav mesh bounds. Sure. Oh, there he goes. Oh. Okay, he remained invisible there. I thought I thought I made sure that no matter what, he goes visible. Yeah, it sets that visibility to true. Even if he fails, visibility should be set to true. Okay, so there's bugs. So there's bugs, you know, it's... Right, that works. gone. Why? Where'd he go? He is... Oh, he's back. Like he's coming to me? Okay. So now he's teleporting because he's frozen. Now he's not. Oh, he was just standing. So I think the problem is... Well, first of all, I don't have like the AI set up right now to actually like detect me and keep me there like in memory. All it is, right, is the sphere. It's just an area around and when I get into that area. So we just need to redo all this at some point and give him proper like vision and sight and all. Vision, sight is literally the same thing. Vision, hearing, and all the senses, and give him like a proper AI instead of this just radius around him, which I did because it was for game jam, it's much faster. But otherwise, I think it's working correctly, assuming that I don't lose him. Right? If I come here. There it is. I think that's pretty good. You have all the animations. Only thing is I need to change I need to change his stun cooldown. He is stunned for way too long. Stun cooldown, yeah, is 1.5 seconds, and he's stunned like this 0.84 seconds. He's pretty much stunned all the time. So I'm gonna make it like 10 seconds. So now he's not gonna get stunned until another 10 seconds have gone by. Perfect. Much better. It's supposed to be for a boss or like a tougher enemy. So now, right, like I can actually just roll through. That's the main thing, right? The main way of like dodging attacks is just to roll through and time that. And then you can avoid like tons of damage. Of course, it can't. Okay. He tries to ram me in the air. He shouldn't be able to ram me in the air. He should not be able to ram me in the air. Is in air. No, this is not this. I need to... It would need to be a blackboard that I set. I'm just gonna be a... It's in air. And if I open this guy up, where do I have things set? Bind up and unstun state changed. I just need to make a new event here. So if I go to my action character, I should be able to. Yeah, I just need to call this. So when I do my knock back, knock up.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay, while ads are running, I'm just gonna really quick, I'm gonna run to the bathroom and then we're gonna set this up. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Ads are more than halfway done. Awesome. Okay, I need to... That's running a new event dispatcher. Here. Basically, whenever I'm adding and removing airborne, I need to call the event dispatcher, and that should do it. Okay, ads are done. Let's go ahead and we're gonna call it on airborne, and I'm also going to change the other one to say on stunt on. So call this. Also, I need a input, and this is going to be airborne. So here it's going to be on, right? And on landed, on event landed, here, we're going to have it off. I know it's crazy, but this might just work. Can I search by this status.air? I can. I can search by it. Hashtag doesn't matter. Hashtag doesn't matter. Switch and gameplay tag doesn't matter. Hashtag. As long as it's not setting or getting the tag. And there's only two places I seem to be doing that. So now... Oh. Why is it... Okay, so now on AC enemy, we can do... I can do this, scooch this over. And then here, we can bind event on airborne. custom event. On airborne. And it will be the same way as kind of I did here. Get you over. So the blackboard's going to be the same. Blackboard's going to be blackboard. And the key name, this is going to be our airborne key. And I need to add the key to the blackboard. Is an air, or I'm going to is airborne. Copy it. File. This one's going to be this airborne. Plug that in. And then the bool goes into the bool. So now what we can do is say in our behavior tree, the ramming attack, we're going to add a new decorator. There's going to be a blackboard decorator. And it's going to be for is airborne, is not set. And abort yourself. So now he cannot charge me if he's airborne, and I'm going to copy that blackboard condition. I'm going to put it on this ramming attack as well. So basically he cannot ram me if he's airborne, and just in case, he cannot teleport to me if he is airborne. So now that should fix that problem. He's not ramming me. He's killing me successfully. Why is he not attacking me? Am I just out of range of melee? Is that what the problem is? But I'm in range of him. Acceptable radius 100. And he can knock me down, and then I can start dodging him. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, I like it. Didn't quite time that one. Okay, but look at that. I think that's pretty successful. So now our spider bro can charge us. He can, and he can teleport to us. Like when we get too far away. So as a boss, I think he is a far more interesting character. So this is going to be melee. This is ranged ram. Teleport. Move to. I like it. I like it. Now we have a much more fun fight. That's there's still some bugs. So if I'm rolling and he hits me during the roll, there's still some issues with that. Okay, well, that's for another day to figure out. But I think that is where we're gonna call it for tonight. I think that was a pretty successful evening. It is almost my bedtime. I am exhausted, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Back tomorrow for some more stuff. Gotta finish up the animations for this. Just 2 left. And we should go into the next character, or I might do more interesting AI stuff because that's kind of fun right now. Camera looks good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I might revisit tomorrow the combat for these guys and make that more fun as well. We will see. But yeah, for now, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's becoming fun, and that's the main thing. Fun. Okay. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. Take care.